The NYPD has thoroughly assessed the threats that were made, including towards our school system. Although the threat in that sense is specific, it is not credible. NYPD Intelligence Division has been in touch with the FBI throughout the morning, assessing the situation, and has come to the conclusion that the threat that was made was not credible. I just spoke to Chancellor Farina. Our school system remains fully open, and we will, of course, continue to monitor the situation carefully. But based on the information we have, this was a very generic piece of writing sent to a number of different places simultaneously, and also written in a fashion that suggests that it's not plausible. And we've come to the conclusion that we must continue to keep our school system open. In fact, it's important, very important, not to overreact in situations like this. Let me now turn to Commissioner Bratton to add to that information.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We'll reaffirm that we do have an investigation underway, but it's an investigation into a hoax, which we strongly believe that the email that was received in New York City, which is similar and almost exactly the same as received in other locales, specifically Los Angeles, that we do not see that as a credible terrorist threat, and we are investigating it as a hoax. We believe that the email originated overseas. The language in the email would lead us to believe that this is not a jihadist initiative. For example, that Allah was not spelled with a capital A. That would be incredible to think that any jihadist would not spell Allah with a capital A. That just as an example of this. Again, we received, a superintendent in our school system received a threat earlier this morning that was conveyed to New York City police officials, and we began an immediate investigation into it in cooperation with the Joint Terrorist Task Force, our FBI colleagues. We have been in contact with the Los Angeles Police Department, a department I'm very familiar with, and the school system I'm very familiar with. It appears as of this time that the school system out there acted on their own without consultation with local law enforcement authorities, and my understanding is they may have shut down their schools for the day. We see no need whatsoever to take that action here in New York City. That we do believe our preliminary investigation that this is in fact a hoax, and we'll investigate it as such. Based on the information I'm working with, if that's the same information they had, I think yes, that it's what they want, whether it's a prankster or a terrorist, that they want to instill fear, they want to disrupt the normal routine. And LA is a huge school system, 600 square mile school system, and to disrupt the daily schedules of 500,000 school children, their parents, daycare, buses, based on an anonymous email without consultation, if in fact consultation did not occur with law enforcement authorities, I think it was a significant overreaction, yes.